Hello, I'm Congressman Jim Costa, and it's my honor to recognize the 100th anniversary of the ratification of the 19th Amendment that established women's equality and their right to vote. We call it Women Equality Day. We celebrate the momentous occasion every August 26 to honor the incredible hard work, the tenacity of women who demanded access to the ballot box to be recognized as equal members in our nation, in our society. I mean, it's what America's all about, right? Women like Mary Booton from Madeira, an accomplished doctor who advocated for the advancement of women throughout her entire lifetime. An amazing story. Born on a farm in Iowa, Mary's mother recognized that educated women would have better opportunities in life and therefore encouraged her to study medicine. She did. After arriving in Madeira in 1891, at that time Madeira was part of Fresno County, she decided to put her public service ahead of her own self-interests, and she quickly made her mark, a pioneer. She became the first director of public health and the first woman admitted to the Fresno County Medical Society. As the only woman in Madera County engaged in public activities, she took it upon herself to become active in women's suffrage movement. Makes sense, right? Her work brought iconic suffrage leaders to Madera County like Carrie Chapman Catt and Susan B. Anthony. Like thousands of women across the country, Mary did not wait for change. She demanded it. This took years. The battle ultimately succeeded, and so we now celebrate 100 years later. On August 26, 1920, the 19th Amendment to the Constitution of the United States was certified, forever protecting America's women's right to vote. Think about that. 244 years, the history of our nation, and we prize our value as Americans to exercise our right to vote. But it wasn't always that way. Not everybody in America had the right to vote. We had a civil war, we had a suffrage movement, we've had a civil rights movement to ensure that every American can vote. We should never take that for granted. It's part of being an American citizen, to have our voice. Today, more than 68 million women have their voice in elections because of the courageous suffragists who never ever gave up their fight for equality in the American way of life. Most importantly, they leave behind a legacy that paved the way for future generations of women today to fight for the most sacred ideals, life, liberty, and justice for all in the pursuit of happiness to make a more perfect union. After all, those are the goals and the aspirations of what America is all about. So in this day, when voting is being questioned and the legitimacy of it, everyone's right to vote, do me a favor. Exercise your right to vote this November. It's so important. It's such a fundamental part of the foundation of the American values that we all share. So, on November, exercise your right to vote. Thank you.